Well, there's more bad news this past week for American families who are struggling to get by in the Joe Biden economy. Gas prices, highest ever in the history of the United States today, over $5 a gallon on average across the country. The inflation numbers that came out last week were actually even worse than the experts anticipated. And while the inflation numbers are high, it's even higher than that for people going to the grocery store. You go buy things that normal people buy. I was at the grocery store in Wyoming buying hamburger, eggs, milk, soup. All of those things are up much higher than the average rate of inflation. So people really are struggling. They are having a hard time just keeping up with where they were last year. It's costing them a lot more to do that. So they feel really crushed now in this Biden economy. And what did the Democrats have to say about it? Well, they have two different responses. One is surprise, and the other is smug superiority. And the surprise came from the Secretary of Treasury last week when she was in the Finance Committee, and she said she was surprised at how negative people feel about the economy and amazed about the pessimism that was out there. You're talking about people in the Democrat Party, tone deaf, tin ear on all of this stuff, failing to see the suffering that the American people are living with right now. And reports are out that gasoline could be approaching $6 a gallon this summer. So what does the senator from the Democrat Party, who is the chair of the Democrats' Policy and Communications Committee, had to say, which to me makes them the spokesman for the party? Last week in the Finance Committee, she said it didn't matter to her how high gas prices went because she had an electric car. So that is the spokesman for the Senate Democrats, the chair of the Policy Committee, saying, you don't like the high cost? Tough. Buy yourself an electric car. Now, the fact that the senator is paid 3 times the average income of an American, and an electric car costs more than what most Americans make in a year, that's lost on the Democrats completely. We have sky-high gas prices, sky-high food prices, and the Democrats still want to keep American energy in the ground and are blocking energy for the American people. The American people can't afford to pay the price for food or for gas, and the Democrats need to be made to pay the price come November.